I just saw a crazy guy with a dog.
A crazy guy with a dog?
Yeah.
Who?
He was on the streets. He was like looking at a lottery ticket and scratching it and going, "Oh no, not again!"
Really?
And then laughing maniacally.
With his dog?
With a dog there.
Oh, I always like. I like sometimes I'll see like a homeless person with a dog, but I think it's like really good for both of them.
No.
I think it is. Like I think it's good for most people to have a dog with them because your life is really hard, and dogs will like make you feel better.
By the way, your eyeshadow matches the drapes so perfectly.
I did green eyeshadow today, and then I was gonna change it, but I had a nap and I didn't have time because I'm like, oh, if I have green eyeshadow, Sean's gonna say something.
No, I just say like, isn't it funny how like over the eye it's beautiful and under it it's like, ooh, what's wrong with that bitch?
Some people,
you know, like if you look hungover, you'd look.
Oh,
awful.
if I had green under my eye.
Yeah, but like, how is it that on top of the eye it's beauty and underneath it's hangover?
I didn't make the rules.
Some sleep, honey.
I did not make the eye makeup rules. I'm just using it more because you can't show this part of your face. So I'm just like, maybe I'll make my eyes look nice.
No, you can't be wearing masks. You gotta show that off.
It saves a lot of makeup money or time. Like
So
if girls are still putting makeup on underneath their mask, I'm like, what are you fucking doing?
What were you saying about homeless people and dogs before I interrupted you?
Oh yeah. I don't know, maybe like there was this guy in Toronto when I moved to Toronto, and he was at Yonge and Islington, and he was very nice, and he had a dog, and I would give him money every time I went by, and then one time I like won some money, so I bought like him a bunch of stuff and dog food. But anyway, he was so happy because he had a dog. I mean, I feel it's hard because like you never know what dog you're going to be, right? You never know if you're going to be the homeless person's dog,
yeah, exactly.
or if you're going to be a Real Housewives of New York City dog. Because one of those ladies just adopted 2 dogs from, I don't know if it was China or something, but she was out there and she adopted these dogs and they showed the before of them, and they were these like scraggly little street dogs. They were really white, but they were actually brown. Like they looked horrible. They were. It was so sad.
They were so fucking.
They were
so malnourished. They were the wrong color.
Oh no, it was dirt.
Oh, it was dirt.
But then this girl who is like a gazillionaire adopts these 2 dogs, and now they're like in matching pinafore outfits, and like they have tiaras, and like you never know when you're a dog. Like that won't happen to people. I guess it's like if you marry someone good, that's your like, woohoo, I won.
Yeah, I did it. I got off the streets.
I got off the streets. Absolutely.
I'm allowed to feel empathy for a person being homeless, and also at the same time feeling empathy for the dog that has to live with that.
Absolutely,
I'm allowed to feel both of those things.
I get what you mean.
It's not wrong for me to feel both. Like, it's too bad that you live on the streets and you have a mental condition.
Yeah.
And it's also really too bad for that dog.
Yeah.
Like, it was how did you get that dog? Did you go to the SPCA? Like, how did you get it? Like, that's what I was wondering. Like,
too.
How did that homeless person? I guess they weren't always homeless, right? They had a home, they lost it, and then they were like, "Well, I'm keeping the fucking dog."
Yeah.
Me and the dog are on the streets. Like, how do you explain that to your dog? Hey, little guy.
We're gonna live on this. They would love it. Dogs love being outside.
You like going for walks? We're going on a permanent walk.
Permanent walk. A walk into eternity.
Yeah, it's for any dog that's like, I wish I had an owner that took me for a walk, and then like, oh yeah, check this out. You want to go on a fucking 20-minute walk?
I want to be outside all the time. Usually you'll see a homeless person with a rather large dog though, so I'm not like, dogs
what is it with homeless? Homeless people don't get little dogs, do they?
Dogs grew up as wolves.
Every dog started out as a wolf.
Well, they all think they're wolves.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. They do. Like, when a squirrel comes in our yard, Eugene is like, I am a wolf! Like,
hungry like a wolf.
He's hungry like a wolf, for sure.
But he's too wide to catch, I think.
Wide?
His width prevents him from being a hunting dog.
Yeah, he's a herder.
He's a herder, is he?
Yeah, corgis are herders.
Anything that can't kill something herds, right? I mean, it's just it's your backup. It's like what?
Are you belittling my son?
I'm still.
If we were talking about his human child doing something not adequately, I couldn't be like this little turd. Right. But it's my dog.
Oh, your fucking shitty son is bad now. No, he isn't. He's reading at grade level, you bitch.
His reading level is a high number.
How dare you talk about my human son?
I love it.
Yeah, because it's
I
your
never
dog's
say shit about your kids.
I know, that's true. But then I always talk about your dog's son.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Having sex. Last time it was having sex with you, wanting to have sex with you. This time it's about how we can't catch anything.
Yeah. You're going to have to apologize to Eugene.
I should. And the reason I can get away with it is because they both vomited on me. mean,
he didn't vomit on you.
No, but he wanted
he
to.
Was there.
He would have.
He would have. He watched Dottie vomit on you, and he's like,
a
man,
wish
I'd like to vomit on him.
God, why did she get sick before me? No,
oh yeah, I guess my dogs owe you an apology.
No, I would look at both of them and go, we're even.
We're even, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mentioned you guys on a podcast, you vomited on me. It's over. We're even.
Your teeth are very white. Did you go to the dentist recently?
No, maybe I just tanned. the old Mitch Hedberg joke.
Or maybe it's the lighting. Your teeth look very white.
Thank you.
Not very white. Very
white. You talked about my white teeth. I talked about your green eyes. So did you actually think about, like, I gotta take this off or Sean's gonna
I did.
I wouldn't have brought it up if it didn't match those curtains so well. That's the only reason it...
We'll have to take a picture of me and see if it works out.
In front of the green screen.
Yeah.
And whenever I see green, I think, like, oh, Irish. Like, is it an Irish day or something?
Yeah, women only wear green on Irish days.
Homeless people with dogs. I don't... What are you gonna do? I mean, and the funny thing is, this guy's looking at his lottery ticket.
Yeah.
And he's scratching it, and then it's a non-winner.
Yeah.
It appears to be a non-winner.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, no, not again.
Do you know for sure that he was homeless? Because one time Adam and I were broke, and we went and bought a ticket and scratched it outside, and we went in, and we kept going, we're like, woo! We're like crackheads on the side of the street, and we were like, we were winning a lot. People probably thought we were homeless, but we just went to Subway and got $5.
I think you're probably right in that, like, you know, it's like a woman, like, you never guess a woman's pregnant, right?
No, that's not.
And never guess a man's homeless.
Although, I think you should start asking more, like, super thin women, are you pregnant? You look so good.
What? Are you homeless? You look great. Are you homeless, honey? Because you look fantastic.
Edmonton has a humongous tent city right now.
Is it really?
It's by I'm gonna mispronounce it. Do you know how to pronounce it? What is it called? What is the name?
Remax Field.
It's by Remax Field, but the tent city is called something else. I can't.
I'm sure Remax is loving that. Terry Paranitch is fucking loving that.
He's not with Remax.
He was in Elite Squadron of Realtor.
You know, I just think would be better as a Royal LePager. That's who you are.
I like Terry. I like Terry Paranitch because he's got a sharp tongue and a tight perm.
He does have a sharp tongue.
He'll say what's on his mind, and his perm is tighter than your ass.
Hi, I'm Terry Paranitch.
I'm Terry Paranitch. I sell bungalow after bungalow after bungalow.
We should call his office.
Hi, Terry. I think he was, like, fined for an ethics violation.
What?
Yeah.
Not Terry Paranitch.
Just because of how tight his perm was. and also,
someone with a tight perm's got weak ethics.
In his realtor photo, there's a rule in realtor photos, right? You have to put your hand on your chin.
Oh, yes.
But it can't go above your cheeks.
Well, no, because
you just want to do it like that.
You want to be like this.
Hi, I'm a realtor.
Let me sell your house.
But don't go, what the fuck? So Paranitch broke that rule. He had his hands too high in his realtor picture.
What's Terry Paranitch up to? Oh, Paranitch, no.
Do you mean one of these?
No, not one of those. What's Edmonton real estate mogul Terry Paranitch up to these days? Not Franich.
Hey, did I ever tell that? Fucking Terry Paranitch. Did I ever talk about on the podcast my Terry Paranitch story?
Well, I know you have a thing for him because you have a full-on joke about him.
Oh, I've got a 5 minute.
And you love talking about Terry Paranitch.
I fucking love a little Terry talk.
You're like the CEO of Terry Paranitch talk.
Yeah, I did a corporate thing in Banff.
Mm-hmm. Was it a real estate conference?
No, it was just like for usually, it's in like I think it was in Kananaskis, so of course it's like wealthy idiots,
Yeah.
I think I was there with Derek Sweet, comedian from Calgary.
Yeah.
And I was in the middle of making fun of my friend Terry Paranitch on stage, and most people liked it because it's taking the piss out of realtors, and
we all kind of hate.
Yeah, we all
like,
kind of.
How are you this rich? What did you fucking do? Sign a couple papers, put out a few cookies, and open houses?
It really, exactly. It's like, what are we waiting for Santa, Terry? Like, what the fuck? Lose the cookies. We all know the dimensions of this room. You can make it look bigger if there's cookies in it.
Do you think it's smells homey in here. It
Yeah,
should. I just
I'm
baked
really
cookies.
good at setting up. I guess I have like a weird hatred for design in general.
Yeah.
I think there should be more respect for the people who built it, not the people who put a fucking curtain in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to know the people who did the fucking
I wanna
framing
know
and put
about
the concrete in.
Greg that did the
Yeah.
framing.
I want to know about Becky that laid the foundation
I
for
thought
this
that you
place.
gave a woman on your group a shot.
I felt like I had to.
That's so nice.
I felt like I had to.
What a nice. And she's doing the foundation. That's
Yeah.
not an easy job.
Well, they already know about foundation.
And we
I,
ruined it.
yes, I did it on purpose.
Oh, sure, Sean.
I flagged my own joke. So Becky,
We just relived a joke. We lived it out.
We lived it out. So yeah, what I want to know I don't want to know about the two people who fucking found a couch and threw it in there. Like,
Yeah.
And I feel like the realtor is the natural extension of that resentment, where it's like, what gives you? Everybody in this world knows what's inside a house.
Yeah.
We all know what a fucking house is, and we can all look at every little thing around it that gives us an indication of what this value is.
Yeah, I don't think
What
whenever
the fuck are you doing there?
If
Like,
I've ever been looking at a house, they've never answered a question for me. They're just like, and here is this room, here is this room. And that could be like, well, what is the foundation in this room? What is the wall insulation made out of? They'd be like, I didn't think that would come up.
it to me doesn't need to exist.
You want to see some fun? You gotta watch those like reality realty shows, like the Kim Kardashians of realty. They're freaking hilarious. These women are like, sold another $20 million mansion. They're wearing like stiletto heels on their open when they show houses. They're walking around stilettos, and I'm like, I want to see where her flip flops are, because there's no way. They're in the hills. You don't wear stilettos in the hills.
Like, here's the thing I understand. Why aren't they lawyers? Because lawyers are already involved. When you're purchasing a home, it's like lawyer.
Yeah, lawyer is a harder realtor.
Right, but why
They
can't
have
it
to do
all
a
be
lot more
lawyer?
reading.
Why is there like it's almost like they wedged themselves in to a process that should include you, your lawyer, them, their lawyer.
Yeah.
That's it. 2 lawyers and you guys.
Don't give lawyers the idea that they could do another job out there and then charge us $1 gazillion to do it.
I guess. I just don't understand why they're real. Why they need to happen. Anyway,
they're called realtors, which is the weirdest part.
So they shouldn't be real, and yet there they are.
They should be called fake ters.
Yeah. So I'm doing this show in Kananaskis. At some point when I'm talking about Terry Paranitch, a lady stands up and yells out, "Terry Paranitch is my son!"
How old was she?
He was like 62 or something. She just
62? Terry Paranitch was in his 40s when we were in our 20s.
I don't know. That perm is, I don't know. It's hard to tell how when somebody has a perm. It's hard to tell how old they are.
Yeah, that's true. If it's a real tight one, it's offensively
So she
unethical.
says, "Terry Paranitch is my son," and then the room goes like just dead silent.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say insane. The room went insane.
The room went dead silent, and I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I apologize. Shouldn't have brought your son into it. I just was. Oh no, in the beginning. Oh no, that's what happened." She's like, "Stop talking about Terry Paranitch," and then I was like, "Hey, everybody, give a round of applause for this woman. She likes to come to the defense of multi-millionaire real estate moguls when they're being taken down a peg by someone who can't pay their fucking mortgage."
Yeah.
And she was. So that's what I said to her.
Uh-oh.
And then she
You
goes,
said that to Terry Paranitch's mother?
I didn't know, right? Because at that time, all she'd said is, "Stop talking about Terry Paranitch."
Oh, sorry. Okay, I missed that part.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's like, "Stop talking about Terry Paranitch." And then I was like, "Oh, you like to defend millionaires or whatever?" And then she was like, "Terry Paranitch is my son." And that's what the room was. And then the rest of my set was bad. Like, nobody really, they just kind of were like, "Yeah, you're right. He is kind of mean." And then I just kind of didn't really get back into what I was doing. And then afterwards, I saw her and she was like, or I was like, "Yeah, sorry about that, whatever." And she's like, "Well, Terry Paranitch isn't my son. I just wanted you to shut the fuck up."
Oh! Because Terry Paranitch is her secret lover. That's
maybe she's fucking that turn.
I just wanted you to shut the fuck. She said it like that?
Yeah, she was kind of a bitch about it.
Wow, what a lady. Oh my god.
Some lady.
Some lady.
That's my Terry Paranitch story. Terry Paranitch
We
is
had,
my son.
I don't remember the context of this. I don't know if I was on the show or if I was at the show, but I remember at the Toronto Yuck Yucks once, there was this guy in Toronto named Russell Oliver, and he did like cash for gold, Russell Oliver, cash for gold, and blah blah. It was like one of those
Cash for gold, Russell Oliver.
like
Was he a comedian who
Russell Oliver. No, he's like a rich old man, I think.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get that. Would you try again?
I said Russell Oliver, rich old man, I think. Oops. Russell Oliver from Toronto. Okay, bitch. Russell Oliver from Toronto. These gummies are good.
This is the roster for the Maple Leafs.
That's not what I asked for. I'm pretty sure Russell Oliver was a thing in Toronto where he
Russell
was
Oliver
cash
from
for
Toronto.
gold. I'm not making this up.
No, and that is a weird leap for Siri to make. The roster for the Maple
Siri,
Leafs.
can you teach her a bit better? Like, can you talk to her more and she listens better?
No, she doesn't learn. She doesn't learn from me.
Oh, she doesn't learn from me. Ever.
And she has a lot to learn.
She's got a lot to learn. Oh, there he is, yeah!
Let me see Russ.
He's doing all these weird commercials.
He's the color gold.
Yeah, he
You
was...
forgot to tell me the part where he is the color gold.
No, that's just like an ad or something. There's gotta be more.
So
oh yeah,
what
he's
is
got
it- what it-
jewelry.
I'm not sure if I'm fully up on what a cash for gold scenario
You
is.
bring in
like-
your gold and get cash for it. Why is that hard for you to understand?
No, I know, but like, how do you decide what to give or what to receive? You know, like how to, you know.
Well, it's gold or it's
Does
not gold.
Russell Oliver, can he like put it between his teeth and determine density and carat?
Yeah, he's an old prospector.
But
It's
that's what I
Russell.
mean. Like, who's at the table with you at a cash for gold place that determines? Oh yeah, that bracelet that's $16.
Well, they go weigh it and they give you whatever the price
But
of
what
gold
if it
is.
isn't pure gold? I don't know. A
Well,
lot
they
about
can
gold,
tell. I
Kathleen.
bet you they can. You don't know a lot about gold.
I don't
You
know
should
a
get
lot
more
about
flame.
gold.
You do need a pinky ring.
I should.
I
You know
dare
what?
you to get a pinky ring. If I buy you a pinky ring, will you wear it?
I think I'll get it for myself as a gift the day I get diabetes. You know what I mean? The day I'm diagnosed with diabetes, I'll start having like a weird fascination with rings and necklaces. That's what I think is gonna happen. That's my prediction. I won't start. Some guys would start working out more and focus on diet. I'll just have a lot more jewelry.
Okay, I'm trying to find Russell Oliver. I am listening, but no, I'm not listening.
Hey, I'm listening.
This is an ad. Oops, skip it. Okay.
I'm Russell Oliver. I've owned and operated Oliver Jewelry for almost 50 years now. I've been giving people cash for their gold, diamonds, watches. Cash. Oh, yeah. Now, there's a new guy
That's
in
for
town.
cash.
He's
Oh,
called
yeah.
Bitcoin. Or cryptocurrency.
Oh, I didn't know he was upset with Bitcoin.
Better than gold? Oh, yeah.
Weird. I can actually watch this. It's Russell Oliver explains cryptocurrency. That's
Tears
interesting.
down Bitcoin.
But
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
sure he's not biased.
he's like,
Doesn't sound like
He-
there's any
he's like,
bias.
gold will never fail. Gold will never go out of style. And then they're like, fake internet money's here. Fuck you.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I want to hear about cryptocurrency from a guy who fucking relies on cash for gold.
Do you get like DMs from ladies asking you to cryptocurrency bank account stuff to them?
I don't get
Oh my.
DMs from any ladies,
Oh, okay.
real or otherwise.
Because on Instagram, I get a lot of like fake men that want to be my sugar daddy.
What if they're real?
There's no way they're real. They like have
What are their
17
names?
followers, and
Oh, okay.
no, they do this because I've answered them before. I'm like, okay, so what do I have to do? And then they'll be
What
like,
if your stalker's just unpopular? Like you're like 17 followers.
no, they have the script. You can know what
Oh,
it is.
okay,
You
yeah.
know it's like who it is and what they are. This one says, spoiling you is not a big deal, babe. I'm ready to take you on several shopping and settle your allowance weekly. This is how it reads.
Settle your allowance, sweetie. Let's really hammer a number out there in terms of what you can expect to receive weekly. Is there any sexual stuff in there?
Are you ready to be taken good care of and also spoiled as well if you would have me as your sugar daddy? Because you seem like an interesting lady. This guy does imply that this is a sexual relationship. Sometimes you'll get them. I get a lot of
Oh yeah, I think you showed one where it was like, I want to do something to your vagina or something.
No, I never got an explicit one, but it's always like What are we talking about?
See, we have different lives when it comes to social media because you're getting messages left and right and reading them and stuff. Like
Reading them.
I get one, like something comes into my Facebook messages. I'm like, holy shit! Oh my god! Shut the fucking ringer off. I get a different ding than like a phone text, and I'm like, here we go with the fucking internet. I don't have time to look at a human. This guy doesn't have my phone number. Now I gotta fucking go talk to somebody who doesn't know my phone number? No. And then I'll read it 90
Nobody
seconds.
uses phone numbers anymore.
Do you remember? I have a friend who remembers all of our like childhood phone numbers.
I remember
Those are the people with money.
mine. I can do my childhood number now because my mom's gone and that was her
Talk
number.
to any of the people that you are like your childhood friends and
Yeah.
ask them, do you remember our old phone numbers when we were kids?
And they will say yes.
And if they know them, those will be the successful people. Those are the people that have the most money because they're able to store that kind of fucking information. And we lost it. We were too focused on. We were so broke we couldn't keep those numbers in our head.
My number was 780-452-1202. It was pretty easy.
I'm not asking you to be proud of remembering your own number.
I can remember.
I'm asking you to be
I can remember Jana's. I can remember Jana's.
Yeah, but I just was out with a friend golfing, and he's like very successful and a great
And he
guy.
knows them all.
And he remembered all of everybody's. I was like, he's like, remember so and so's, and then blah, blah, blah. Like he knew all of them, and I'm like, that's why you're rich.
Yeah.
Because you have that
Big
stuff right
memory.
at the tip of your foot. It wasn't like he was like, here, check this out. It got brought up organically. I was like, yeah, it's like, phone numbers. I mean, who remembers those? And he's like, I remember all of our like phone numbers when we were kids. Like,
Is he
like,
rich?
what? No, just a regular guy.
Good for him.
Realtor.
He's a realtor.
Yeah, he's-
That'd be awesome if he was.
But he is a property owner. Like he was the guy that as soon as we got out of high school, he started like buying properties, and
Oh my god.
everybody else was like, what are you doing?
You know
That's the dumbest thing. I mean, we weren't saying that's the dumbest thing. We were
No.
just saying like,
You should do
that's
the
pretty
list.
risky. I
Yeah.
don't know about that. Property values go down,
I lost the real estate game, but I want to get back in it. I really, really, really want to find an RV and renovate it. Because there's like RVs, like there's like this 1977 RV. It's like $1,000. It still drives apparently, but I'm like, I just want to go like get it and be like, okay, well let's see if I'm wasting my money or if I do something cool with this.
That'd be awesome because you'd like whip up the back end and everybody'd be like, that looks beautiful, Kathleen. And then they would get in and it'd be like,
I didn't say I was gonna fix the mechanical. I said I was gonna make it look pretty. I didn't say I was gonna make it work.
how much is it worth? But it looks great back here. Oh well, I'll let you guys stay at my place for a while. All you guys need to do now is buy a tow truck.
Well, that's what I thought too. I'm like, if I bought that, would I have to like go and like tow it in?
Why don't you guys go buy a tow truck? We'll get
Not
that
buy a tow truck.
and tow your RV to every campsite.
I would rent a tow truck, Sean. I would not buy a tow truck.
No, you make your customers do that.
So I guess this is an out for Kathleen. I guess this is a don't try anything, Kathleen.
Yeah, stay locked in your box. Get back in your cage, kitty.
But then I was looking at all of the, like, I went on MLS and I went cheapest home in Alberta, and so I went up. There's some really fucking cute, adorable homes in, like,
Really?
in, like, Vilna and, like, Two Hills or, like,
Bruderheim, right?
Bruderheim.
You can fucking
Oh my
a
God.
nice place in Bruderheim for like $110,000.
yeah. There's, like, a hotel in some town near Mundair that's, like, $60,000 or $80,000. Like, it's a total, like, you have to renovate it from top to bottom.
Yeah.
But it's a hotel, and they're like, you can live in it, or you can make it a bed and breakfast, whatever you want to do.
Well, it's also difficult for people like us because as soon as you move into a smaller community like that, the
Yeah.
number of progressive people
Oh, yeah.
is zero, right?
That's
You're
true.
not, like what town were we in where they had like a Trudeau lynching? Did we talk about that in the last podcast?
Yeah, that
I
was at
forget.
that golf course.
Yeah, we did like a golf course
Yeah.
show, and a guy was like, there was a bumper sticker that said, "Come West Trudeau." And
I
it was
dare you or something.
Yeah, "Come West Trudeau, I dare you," and then above it was a tree with a noose hanging around it.
Yeah, I'd never seen that one.
And the car hadn't been keyed.
No, the car was fine. I mean, it wasn't ugly.
Tires
car.
had plenty of air. That
Yeah.
car had that bumper sticker on for years, and that car had seen no abuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No one keyed it. No one dented it. No one punched it. No one.
Not in any of the provinces that it probably went to. It wouldn't get keyed anywhere because everybody hates Trudeau all over the place. But
I don't know, man.
enough to be like, it's just a stupid sticker. People.
I guess. Yeah.
It was pretty gross. And
It was a
yeah.
gross sticker.
Yeah, but then I was looking at acreages. I don't want to get into that.
No, do it. Let's talk about it.
I was looking at acreages. You can get like 9 acres and like it's got a barn on it and all this other stuff for like $280,000 or maybe
You can get
$300,000.
back into it.
And then you could just like live on an acreage and I could raise goats. I could do
You
stuff
talk
like
about that a lot. You really do want to like raise animals and feed them.
Yeah, I want to breed puppies and not breed them, but like make them.
Yeah, make them fuck.
I want to be their madam. I'm not going to call myself a breeder. I'm going to call myself a doggy madam. And if someone gets pregnant, someone gets pregnant.
I'm the puppy cuck. I'll be in the corner of your breeding cage.
I'm watching you. But I love one of you more.
Yeah.
That's what happens in a cuck.
Scream when you come. Scream when you come and I'll give you some treats.
Oh my god.
Train them to have sex just like humans. With food rewards.
Oh my god. But if you lived in like Bakerville, you could have pierogies all the time.
You'd be the queen of Bakerville.
That was so much fun. I really want to move, and I think more people are going to start moving into small towns because there was that exodus when like the internet did well, and all of a sudden these people have money, so like I don't want to live here anymore. I'm going to go live in Toronto and make a bunch of money. But now everything is gone, and people people from here that are younger that don't want to buy a shitty house in Edmonton and not be able to renovate it, or you can buy like a house in Two Hills and like make it look like a magazine house because it was so much cheaper. I think it's going to start happening way more. And businesses, you can open little businesses up there.
You can possibly work from home now, right?
Yeah.
So you can still, so that could.
Oh yeah,
people want to get away from density. Like now, COVID has made people more aware of like, oh my god, why do I want to live in this super densely populated area?
Yeah.
The next COVID comes along, I'm right in the bullet. I'm eating the bullet right away.
Yeah.
So let's move to Bakerville.
I think it's gonna start happening, and it's not like an hour and a half away from Edmonton is not far.
It is one of the most racist places on earth.
Probably. I'm poor. I don't know what to tell you.
No,
I'll go in and change their minds is what I'll do.
The place you guys have now is great.
Oh yeah, no, I love it, but like we're renting it.
Yeah.
But like one day I would like to be able to have like a little place with animals and stuff. It would be fun.
How are your backyard shows?
I haven't done. Oh, I have done. I thought you meant in my backyard. I'm like, how many times?
I don't know anything about backyard.
I did 2 backyard shows on Saturday. One was like by White Avenue, and then one was for a bachelorette party. And like, this has never happened to me in my life. When I showed up, she cried because she was excited that I was there.
Oh my
That's
god.
never happened to me before.
That's so weird.
It was weird, but I don't know, it felt kind of cool. But anyway, because she was like, all I wanted for my bachelorette party was weed, whiskey sours, and Kathleen McGee. And I got all 3, and I'm like, what the fuck? But then it was weird doing a show for them because I'm like, what if I bomb? Oh my god, she really thinks I'm really funny.
I know. Like, yeah, it just kind of adds a lot of pressure to that moment.
Pressure.
Although it really isn't. Because when you think about like what, when celebrities come to Edmonton to do the comic strip or whatever, they don't even have to do that great.
Yeah.
Right? The crowd's there to see them, they love them, they're engaged, they're there, they're happy that they're there and talking and they get to see them. And then they get to like share a moment afterwards at a meet and greet and they leave and like they love it.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to destroy.
Yeah. No.
So there wasn't a lot but you're right, you feel like if I'm her favorite comedian, I want to be the best. I want to be very good.
Or I don't want to disappoint her.
Yeah.
But that must be what it feels like to be famous. Like all the time, every day, people crying when they see. Isn't that weird?
Except you have money, so it's easier.
I mean, I have humans tattooed on my body. Like that seems a little crazy to me now, but I love them.
Yeah, I mean every time. Yeah, because you add to them. What do you got? Miss Piggy,
Gilda, Shelley Long, and Molly Shannon on the back.
And are you going to get the Golden Girls on the other leg?
I should get at least one of the Golden Girls.
Get a Blanche stamp.
I would definitely get a. Shut the fuck up. That's my next tattoo.
That's Betty White. I know from like memes and stuff. That's Betty White.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that is the second Jewish cast member. What is her name?
Estelle Getty.
Estelle Getty.
But her name is Sophia on the show.
Sophia, okay. And she's the old sassy one.
Yeah, she's her mom.
She's too old to not tell it like it is.
Oh yeah, she used to tell it like she was the queen of tell it like.
And which one is Frisky?
This one.
Which one's the lesbian?
Maybe all of them to extent. I don't feel like any of them.
Because it was none of them could be gay on the show. Could they?
No,
like,
they
I don't
did,
think it was like a
they
network
did.
TV
They
show.
did address homosexuality on it. Like I think there's one episode where Blanche, her son comes out or something, and she has a very difficult time. It's actually a really good episode, but yeah, no.
Yeah,
but I really think like you please. Like, just because we're talking about it now and we're allowing people to be bisexual and gender fluid or whatever, doesn't mean that people haven't been doing it all along. Like, I guarantee you these ladies have fucked ladies. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know one girl that hasn't had some sort of female experience.
You couldn't talk about it on, like, CBS in the 70s.
No,
so
this wasn't the 70s, it was the 80s.
Was it the 80s?
Yeah.
And what network was it? Was it
NBC or ABC, one of those.
one of those weird ones?
And have a second.
They couldn't talk. Yeah, but you couldn't talk about being gay. You couldn't have a main character. You could have an episode where a passing character was gay.
Oh no, none of
You
the
couldn't
actual
have-
character.
yeah,
No,
you
because
couldn't
that
have a main character.
that was
as
like
an openly
Ellen
gay
did that.
person. Yeah.
Ellen did that. Now everyone hates Ellen.
Now everybody hates Ellen.
But she sounds
was
mean.
Ellen a bitch or did she have mean assistants? What was her deal?
I think it's been both. I've heard bad stories about her for years.
Well, we know as comedians generally the ones that appear on stage to be the
Oh yeah,
nicest.
they're the worst ones.
Yeah, which
Frankly.
is weird. Like, if I never got into comedy and I saw somebody on stage, I would think I just met them. I would think, like, I kind of know them now from... I just watched them do 45 minutes of stand-up. I kind of feel like I have a grasp on who they are as a person. And you really have no idea. Like, the people that are out there smiling and dancing and talking about Twinkies, just like, they've been to Epstein Island. Most of them have lived there.
Oh my god.
And they didn't get there by plane, they swam. That's how committed they were to sexual tomfoolery.
Okay, can you get sexual tomfoolery on your tramp stamp?
Yeah! A
Yeah!
blank stamp. Yeah, it's going to be, like, you'll probably Google it and there'll be like 9,000 pages of blank stamps. That's the way the internet works. It ruins jokes. Don't even look.
No, I'm still doing it. I don't care.
You could write, maybe there won't be anything.
As long as it's
Blank
credited
stamp.
that...
Is this-
Well, as long as, like, no one comes at me and like, that was done before, I'm like,
Hey!
no, I didn't know that. I did genuinely not know that.
Yeah, this
When
is
I
my
did
blank stamp.
This is my blanche stamp.
You're
It's
allowed to
not
have it.
your blanche stamp.
I didn't watch much of the Golden Girls.
You should, Sean, as a writer, you should watch it. It's one of the funniest, greatest sitcoms of all time. Mark Cherry wrote it. He's the guy that wrote Desperate Housewives. But he, like, to put senior citizen women on a television show, I mean, granted, you're just grouping women on a show so you don't have to put them on any other shows. That's what they were, whatever, that's like conspiracy. But
I don't know. Like, it was a
But
bold
it was, like,
concept.
yeah.
Seniors,
yeah.
well, even
And it spun off into Empty Nest, so that other dude got to be, then we had a senior man on and they were fucking, and they
finally.
were, that's the other thing, they were like fucking and having a great time, and they were old.
Yeah,
So
and we
they
all
were-
know they all have STIs and stuff. Like, what else are you gonna do when you're retired?
You
You're
know
not
what was
working.
more prevalent in seniors' homes before COVID-19? Syphilis. It was flying through those zones.
You
what
don't have
else you
anything
gonna
else to do. You don't have anything else to do.
And you're almost at the end of your life. If you're not trying your hardest to have sex at the end of your life, you never really wanted to have sex at all.
God bless those people. You know what I mean? God bless them.
Yeah,
I
God
don't
bless
think I
them.
will. Like, if I'm sitting in a fucking room and
Willingly.
it's like it's Wednesday and my kids said they'd be there but they're not again, I'm not like
Gonna whip it out.
I guess I'll try to fuck somebody. I'm
Well,
gonna
you're
just
not
be
gonna
in
do
my
that now.
room.
It doesn't mean you're gonna do that then.
I won't be doing it then either.
Yeah, I know.
Even at, like mild, I'll have what? Because you're not gonna go into that place normal. You go into that place with chronic dementia.
No, what? There's like seniors' homes that are nice, or like my grandma's in a really nice one, and they're like, my grandma's a sharp little lady.
I guess
She's
so.
a-
I'm thinking more of like the end of life care
Oh, yeah.
than like
That's like a nursing home. That's
yeah,
like,
nursing home.
Oh.
Those are the saddest ones.
Yeah.
But
those
they're
are
still
sad.
fucking there.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to know what the fuck rate is at a nursing home.
We could just like talk to someone that does like nursing home care and ask them. I'm sure that they have a lot of stories to tell.
And that's gotta be the worst as a nurse, like
Catching
some old
two
guy,
seniors.
not even catching them fucking. but,
Oh,
like,
an old guy
he comes
Googling
up to you and goes, "Hey, my testicles hurt," and you gotta be like, "Oh my god." I gotta take old creepy cam.
Your
in
testicles
for
hurt
an
yesterday.
STI. Like, they hurt still. You've got gonorrhea, Bill. Gonna, what up? Gonorrhea. No, I don't have diarrhea. Gonna. Who's gonna? Fucking go back to your room, Dora.
That was like a little stab at his Costello. I
That
loved
was a
it.
little gonorrhea.
Oh man. Yeah, they fuck. Seniors fuck.
They're fucking, and they get diseases, and you know, that'd be hilarious if you're like, what? Your grandfather's 92 and he dies, and you go in and they're like, yeah, he's passed away, and they're like, ah, well, it was his time, and they're like, no, AIDS. Like,
But he was fine his whole
oh,
life.
he died of AIDS. We didn't got him on the triple cocktail in time. Unfortunately, Mario's passed. At 92 from full blown AIDS.
Oh Lord! Oh God! I can't help it. That's
Oh boy.
Oh, yay.
Old crazy guy.
Oh my God! Have you done any backyard shows?
No. No, I've done no backyard shows.
All the backyard shows I've done have been fun. But I don't like.
I did a Zoom one.
Hated
Backyard, the reason I don't like backyard is because your instinct as a comedian is to be like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like if you're an egomaniac comedian, you'll be like, oh, yeah, first I do 93 shows in a rock for the troops, then I go to JFL like 38 times, and now I'm on your deck. Like they'll try to like sell themselves as cool guys before they fucking lower themselves to your backyard.
Oh no, not me.
I don't, not saying you.
But there are people. Yeah.
There's people that start every show like that.
Usually I'm in theaters.
Usually I do this, and I'm outside.
What a
Well,
weird
like my-
surrounding for me. I've never been in this type of.
I've never been this desperate for cash. Never needed money this bad. Anywho, one time I did a festival, and now I'm here for cash because I need groceries like everybody else.
And Russell Oliver's here for gold.
I'm going to tell you about cryptocurrency. No, but my instinct would be to get up there and say like, oh, what a dump, you know, like. But it's everybody's. It's their yard. It's like their pride and joy.
Yeah.
But my instinct will be like, oh yeah, true. Yeah, put the tulips by the garage like a fucking like a bitch, you know. And then there'll be like one lady like, I put the fucking. Oh yeah, sure. Have a 4-foot fence so everybody can still jerk off to you, you moron. We're like, we didn't want a 6-footer because then we get along quite well with our neighbors. So you're just like shitting on their whole life. And they're like, this is our fucking home.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, everybody's
I always
paid.
compliment you.
And I wouldn't. And then the other thing is everybody's paid $25, right? Like, so you're like, I guess I'll do the backyard show. Who gives a shit? And they're like, meanwhile, it's like real people that are like 8 feet away from you that like paid $25 of their own money.
There, yeah.
So there's a real connection to the money that's being passed over. Where at a club or a corporate, you know, that's who cares. You're not thinking about the money. You're just like, let's go do it.
Let's go do it.
I feel like there'd be weird pressure. Like, you were paid reputably, right?
It was very nice. It was good. It was great.
Totally fair.
And
Did you just do it by yourself?
No, I took Natasha, Lynn Miles with me.
That's fun.
Oh my God, because it was in Sherwood Park. It was so funny because it was literally just a bunch of white blonde women. Like they were just all.
Hi.
It was very Sherwood Park.
It was very Sherwood Park.
Natasha went up and just was like, "I don't feel safe here." Like things like that. It was so. Oh my God, I was dying, and they loved it.
They were laughing too.
Yes, it was because it was hilarious because it's so true. And then it was just she did so well in front of them, and they like loved her after. So I just like think Natasha's hilarious, but.
Oh yeah, just imagine being like a young black girl with all these like you'd be like every one of these their husbands are all racist.
Yeah.
Their husbands all hate black people.
Yeah.
That's how they got these houses.
You know what I mean?
You don't get a house this big in Sherwood Park.
They were nice.
Despising non-whites.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Jesus Christ. That's a bit over the edge.
I'm just joking around.
I'm just saying Natasha was...
Jim, make a note of that time. Kathleen thinks that was over the line. I'm just joking. It was a joke.
I know.
But that would be a fun show.
It was so fun, and like I did feel you always feel pressure when somebody actually asks for you, because then you're like, oh, now they're like they told their friends I'm good, and then if I suck, their friends would be like, what? She's an idiot.
Why is she your favorite?
Yeah, like it'd be awful.
I like some
show.
other comedians better.
Yeah. And then their mothers and mother-in-laws are all there. I'm like, you guys gotta laugh. I bet you sucked your dad's dick before, so you know, like,
come on. You invented dick sucking. Yeah, like.
And they're all like, woo.
The inventor of fellatio right here.
Dr. Philomena Latio.
First woman to suck a dick.
I hope that the first woman to put a dick in her mouth became a doctor. I hope. I thought she deserves it.
Can you imagine 200 caveman years where women can't get anything?
I wonder who sucked the first dick. It definitely wasn't Eve.
She sucked it.
Eve was, look at Eve. She did not suck dick. No, she had missionary sex for the purposes of procreation.
Things ended too weird. Yeah, things ended too weird for them.
I mean, she sucked the snake's dick.
Yeah.
It was so small you can barely see it.
The dick of a snake.
Do snakes have dicks?
Yeah, snakes have dicks.
Like,
Snake have a vagina.
Are snakes just one giant dick?
They're just they're those Russian things. And then you open it, and then there's another one.
Oh, a Russian?
That's what's
Mouter Mall or Doll?
Mouter Mall. Yeah. You nailed it. Whenever we're both struggling for what a word is, I always draw a blank, and you always say something that's false.
I'm a good make-believer.
That's our routine.
I'm a good make-believer.
I sit here like I'm too smart to say the answer when I don't know what it is, and then I let you twist in the wind and say the wrong thing, and then I make fun of it, even though I'm dumber because I didn't even guess.
Stop giving away our secrets, Sean.
Oh my god! So this is this was the one that I bought, Alberta Gold.
Alberta Gold.
Because we're proud of our province.
Oh, so I thought this is when we scratched. Yeah, we scratched this last week and this was a win.
We already scratched. We already scratched that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this. Well, then the Oilers lost.
I know. It's so embarrassing. Then I really started to hate Calgary, and I'm at Calgary Yucks next week, and I'm like, I better not start no Flames are the worst team ever fight, but I want to.
I have.
Snakes and lizards have two penises, not just one.
You double dick devil.
They're
double dick little devil.
That's not their mouth.
I thought it was
girls have two
vaginas.
Oh my
they
god.
Have hemiclitoris.
Wow.
That thing got a hemi?
A hemiclitoris?
I can't find it.
Like it's like, oh no, she's a hemi, boys. She gets
like,
going real fast.
Harder than finding a boa's clip. So they have two pussies, and the dude snakes have two dicks.
Can you imagine how many wrong hole?
Ouch, wrong pussy. Wrong pussy.
Yeah, what if one of the pussies has teeth in it?
Put both your dicks
and one of them doesn't, and you've got to learn which one doesn't. Yeah.
She only likes it when you put both dicks in one.
You could double penetrate a snake real
I don't
easy.
feel much in my left pussy. Stick them both in my right.
And you know what? With snakes, double penetration isn't slutty because it's just two vaginas 2 times. They're like, what? Quadruple penetration. That's a trick.
And I guess the idea is like a lot of times you lose a dick in a hunting accident if you're a snake. So it's helpful to have 2 dicks. It's good to have a backup dick.
But where does the dick go? I've never seen a snake dick. Can you Google snake dick photos?
They don't show a lot of snake fucking.
I'm gonna get a snake dick tattooed on my leg.
No, put that right above Blanche. Put that around Blanche's shoulder.
Oh, a snake dick?
Blanche stamp.
Blanche stamp. Oh my god, I'm gonna text my tattoo person right after.
Are you watching? I think Jim's watching horrific videos of snakes.
Oh no, he's got pictures. What the
Pictures of snake.
It looks like a bachelorette party penis straw.
It looks like a double dick straw.
It looks like a bachelorette party penis straw.
I have never seen an erect snake penis.
Well, now we can say we have. Look at this one's balls!
Whoa!
Oh my god.
God damn it, dude.
Good
Put that
lord.
back in
What is
here.
that?
Whoa,
Is that
gross.
a penis?
That's a
That
double
looks like
dick.
that looks like a dragon.
Fucking gross. I'd rather see images of a crime scene.
Oh!
Ooh.
These are
That
horrifying.
looks like a French tickler.
I'm gonna post. We should pick one of these and just post it without saying what it is, and then see what people say.
Double snake dick.
Yeah, I want to post this and see what people say.
Oh my god, is that gross?
Oh, I saved it on there. Can you text me that picture? I'll say it after, but snake dick. You know
You
that
don't
ducks.
see them. You never see them fucking.
You know that ducks have Google Gadget dicks because they're rapists.
Ducks do.
Ducks are rapists.
Huh. Why do they do that?
They don't get consent out all
They
the
don't
time.
like consent.
They just go in, fuck, impregnate, and leave.
God damn it, ducks.
Yeah.
Get your shit
Pretty
together.
disappointed in the ducks right now.
Hashtag believe all duck women. First things first. You know, when they speak, listen.
When they quack, you listen up.
Because those guys are fucking freaks. Yeah, the animal kingdom is. I couldn't live that. Yeah, imagine living there for a minute.
It wouldn't be like Zootopia, right? But that's
No.
a Disneyfied.
Like when people talk about just like straight up, I think people overestimate their ability to survive anarchy. You know, like that's how humans, we've created this little civilization that keeps us all safe.
Yeah.
Like actual anarchy, like actually no police, actually no enforcement, like just total freedom to do what you want, we'd be dead from chainsaws. You know, like somebody just come into your condo and you'd be like, I'm a strong independent, and they just fucking cut your head off with a chainsaw.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then they come to my house and kill us all with a chainsaw.
But we don't do that as much anymore. We did it for a while.
Did we?
Well, humans used to, like, yes, look at all the stuff humans used to do. We used to kill people to move ahead.
We've gotten better.
We've gotten a little better.
Not a lot. We're still the same.
We're still pretty crazy.
I didn't know snakes had two dicks.
I did not know things had two dicks.
What the fuck? Oh, the Oilers, yeah. Because I'm not scared of, when I go to Calgary, I talk about how much I hate their team
Yeah, all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
So I usually tell them off the top of the show something about like, if a baby
Shits in the wood.
no, like, I'll tell them like, hey, look, I don't mind the Flames, but if somebody knocked on my front door and I opened it and there was a baby in a Flames onesie crying from hunger, I'd slit its fucking throat.
You're not telling the truth.
That's what that's how I start the show.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What did they say?
They're like, hey,
They
you
love that
fucking
though.
asshole. And
They
then
love
I'm like,
that though.
Yeah, and then
Oh
so
my
that's
god.
sometimes,
cool. That's
sometimes that's my jumping off.
but you would not really do that.
No.
No.
Don't put him on the spot.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I wouldn't feed him as quickly as if he was wearing just a regular onesie.
Yeah.
Like wham, we're hungry, and he's just in a little pretty girl's onesie.
Yeah.
I'd get her food immediately, but the Flames baby, I might wait
Yeah.
2-3 hours
Yeah.
and then give it
As
sustenance.
you do.
Yeah.
For the Flames. Ugh.
Some breast milk filled with heroin. No,
Oh
but
my
it's
God.
fun. So I hate, because that's the thing too. If you're a Canadian hockey fan,
Yeah, you
whatever
can't like
market
any
you're
other
in,
Canadian team.
you hate all the other teams.
Yeah.
You hate them all. You have to, because if they go far, then the chirps get louder.
Yeah, because no one's ever like, if they have a Canadian team favorite and they're like, well, who's your second favorite? It's always an American team. It's never another Canadian
And it
team.
shouldn't be. That's the way it should be. You know, you
Yeah.
shouldn't, because if I'm, I hate the Flames, I hate the Leafs, the Jets, I have time
Benny
for.
and the
I have time for Benny and the Jets because they lost their team for 16 years.
Yeah.
Right? So they're great. You have to feel good for Winnipeg, and Jets fans aren't that chirpy.
Yeah,
because
they're not
they've
bad.
been humbled by having lost their team for 16 years. So
They're getting a little chirpy though.
yeah, so I like Ottawa. You can handle. They have no personality. They're
Yeah,
just government employees that fucking play hockey in cubicles.
And can't hold their liquor.
So we don't mind Ottawa, Winnipeg, but Vancouver you have to despise, right?
Yeah.
Vancouver fans are the worst because they are the people who generally don't follow sports.
That's so true because Adam is a
Yeah.
Canucks fan, but he doesn't watch anything at all
No.
ever.
So they think
It's just
that
a city thing. I have to be a Canucks fan.
there's a lot of shit to do there. right? So it makes sense that you're not a super huge sports fan because you have places you can go that are great for entertainment, right? So it makes sense that like in Edmonton and Calgary, we have less things to do. We're more devoted to our sports teams.
Yeah.
So we love but we hate the Flames and their fans because they've got like
they're ugly.
And it's funny because if Matthew Tkachuk played on the Oilers, we'd love Matthew Tkachuk.
Who's Matthew Tkachuk?
He's like he's
their
just
Connor
a piece
McDavid?
of shit. He's just the newest piece of shit in the league that goes around and like fucks with people and thinks he's smart. Thinks he's too
a
cool.
hockey player?
I mean, he does back it up. He'll fight. He will fight. He'll do some shitty things to other players and then he'll fight. So he's not like Brad Marchand where he just won't do anything. But yeah, so you want the Flames to lose, of course. You just have to.
Yeah.
The Leafs are out, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But now the Canucks and the Flames are still in. So that's a battle of two teams that I do not want to advance anywhere.
Neither, yeah.
So now I have to switch from like cheering for a team like the Oilers to doing what I almost always do in sports, which is consume vast quantities of it, cheering against people.
Oh my god.
Which is why am I consuming that product? I just want somebody to fail. That's why I'm watching it.
Yeah.
To see you fail. I hope you fucking fail.
I hope you feel hard.
And if you don't fail, I had a bad time. Like I'm rooting against another
Sports
person's
is fucked.
success.
Now that you're talking about it,
It's weird.
Sports is fucking weird. Sports is like nuts.
So that's going to be the next 2 months is me hate watching hockey, and then if a guy I'm never going to meet in my life from the Vegas Golden Knights scores, I'm going to jump out of my chair.
Yeah.
Like, yeah! You're beating the people I hate!
It's crazy.
Like what the fuck? Who cares? But I can't stop myself.
No. And then they pit countries against each other in the Olympics.
Yeah, which they should. I mean, we all want to beat Brazil.
We don't have very many wars, so we can just battle it out on the sports field.
It is kind of nice to beat other countries.
Yeah.
That is a great
Especially
feeling.
big
Even
countries.
Even people that hate sports get into that.
I wonder if because so many Americans are getting COVID-19 and COVID-19 affects your respiratory, if their Olympians are going to suck in the next few years, right?
Well, they've got a drug that'll fix it. They've got some kind of pulmonary respiratory help.
Oh my
With
god.
extra blood dopes or something.
I saw a documentary about the gymnast that was supposedly, well, it actually was assaulting gymnasts, but I'm like, I can't watch that.
Oh, the doctor who was assaulting
Yeah,
gymnasts?
I can't watch that.
It's fucking, he's disgusting.
It's just horrifying, like stuff the stuff that they say. It's like horrifying.
And then just, it just is awful because you realize like when there's accusations of these sorts of improprieties, usually it involves a business, right? And so that business starts to move the machine of protecting itself over these girls, because that's really bad for business to have something like this come out. So whether it's true or not, let's just do this really quietly. And so the person still pays a penalty. Yeah. Like the rapist still goes to jail, but the business, like the United States Gymnastics Association, they allowed something like that to continue for longer than it needed to because they wanted to keep a lid on it. Yeah. So it's just gross.
It's really gross. I don't even know why I started talking about it.
Because it's better than two dick snakes.
2 dick snakes. I cannot believe it.
Wouldn't that be so weird if like one started strangling you and then put both of its dicks in your mouth?
Just like,
and you're like, why did I accidentally just come?
I wonder if snakes well, I guess snakes ejaculate. Sure. What do you think they do when they ejaculate? They go.
Yeah. And then they recede.
That's where jazz comes from. Snakes coming. That's where jazz comes from.
Smooth fuck. Smooth fuck Kenny G. Snake jazz. Kenny G's a great interview.
Is he?
I saw him get interviewed.
I didn't even know he talked.
Oh, sometimes he puts that sax down and really lets you know what the fuck's Can you imagine
sometimes he puts his sax down
with this soulful, smooth jazz?
Listen to my political opinion.
Puts it down and goes, shut that fucking... He's just an angry neighbor. Turn that fucking music down. Trying to learn a new note on the sax. It's me, Kenny Grusenfeldenstein. Why are you just Kenny G? I don't know.
Oh my
what do you think?
Yeah, why is it just Kenny G?
Because he had a horrific, weird, long
Hard
last name.
to pronounce.
Yeah, and you're already playing the sax.
Yeah.
We don't have much time for you.
No, we gotta get
You
you
know what I
in.
mean? Boom, boom.
There's
Who are
only
you?
been
Who
like,
are you? Hey, saxophone player. Who are you? Kenny Geldon. I'm already snoring.
I'm trying to think of the
Kenny
most
G.
famous like horn players.
I don't know.
G.
Kenny's up there.
The
for
guy
some
from
reason.
who was that guy from the Rosie O'Donnell show? He played the flute for her. Chris Bodie or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Yeah,
I forgot
Koosh
all about that.
Balls.
I forgot all about Rosie O'Donnell.
I loved the Rosie O'Donnell show.
I thought she was cool.
I didn't know if I thought she. I just loved it. It was so good. It was fun.
Who's that? I always loved Rosie O'Donnell, and I love that. Oh fuck, who's the one from Gilmore Girls, like the cook?
Oh, Melissa McCarthy.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's so fucking funny.
She's so good at what she does.
I could watch her in anything. I still love Rosie O'Donnell. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I was
I
never
love
like
Rosie
Roseanne
O'Donnell.
Barr. I was like, I don't know.
But Rosie O'Donnell is like, she's just like mouthy, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
And she's awesome.
She's fun.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put her on your back.
Why would I put her on my back to begin with?
Well, a tattoo, I mean.
Oh!
You already have Blanche with two snake dicks coming down towards both of your butt cheeks.
Just
the tip of their dick.
Just Blanche's mouth open and the dick's coming out of it like.
Two snake dicks, one coming down each cheek.
I bet you. I'm gonna put this picture on Instagram, and I'm gonna because this episode doesn't come out for a
Imagine
week.
any guy
And then I'm
having
gonna be like,
sex.
tell me what this is.
What the
And
fuck?
people are gonna guess weird shit. Somebody will say something about
Hey,
Bachelor.
is that Blanche with a two-pronged snake dick coming out of her mouth? Yes. You may have anal sex with me now. If they get it right, they get to do anal. That's the trick.
If you know who this is, then I'll fuck you in
If
the
you can
butt.
guess what's coming out of Blanche's mouth.
It's like an Astro Boy episode.
Yeah. How long
If you
have
can guess
how
what
long
comes
have
out
you
of
been
Brooklyn.
fucking nattering on this time?
57.
Oh, we're
yeah,
getting
we're
up
at the
there.
end. We're done. We'll
Well,
save it for next week.
No, scratch it. I want to know.
We'll scratch it.
I want to know.
I want to know.
Mm,
Where's the scratching thing? Where's the scratching post?
the easy way out. We want the easy way out. It's right here. No, it's not.
Here, I'll take
We
care of this.
like the easy way out. Yeah, you got nails.
Well, you got nails for
Oh,
days.
you got nails for days, Sean. You got some
Oh,
nails.
boys got nails for days.
Oh no, I think you scratched me.
No, I didn't scratch too hard.
Okay.
Big old nails.
You gotta use those big old nails for what they were intended for, Sean.
Work what your
I love it whenever I have
work what your
nails.
manicurist
And
gave
like
you.
somebody will always be like, "How do you wipe your ass with those things?" I'm like, "You like when you wipe your ass go like this? Like
I don't pull shit out like my nails in
understand
Diva
that."
Cup. What the fuck? I didn't.
Yeah, Diva cups are hard with nails. I will say.
Oh, are they? I think nails would help.
No, they don't. $10.
Boom.
Yeah, you have to buy all of these
Life's
because
getting good. Life's getting really good.
honestly, you're the one that buys the winners. I buy the
I'll
losers.
take these and cash in our $15 that we've made. Doesn't cover gas, but totally worth it.
But maybe one day I'll live in Vegreville and I'll make you all come out there.
You better. Up on that big egg with your two snake dicks.
I'd love to live in the egg.
Mm,
You can make a cool home in there, probably.
I don't know about that. You'd have to renovate it.
Or inside the big pierogi in London.
Or what about the sausage in Mundare?
Mundare sausage is the greatest thing ever. And did you know it fell off the truck on the way there?
What? Really?
It was
How
going
long
there.
has it been there?
Like maybe 20 some years or something.
Hmm.
It's newer. Like I remember on the news, like the truck toppled with the like Cuba saw blocks all this traffic. It's like we're looking at
Shut her down!
we're in an episode of Parks and Rec or something, but it was funny.
That's cool. Well, we're gonna make sure you get that blank stamp
I'm gonna get a blank stamp, you guys.
with two snake
I'm
dicks.
gonna text about it right away.
Or the dicks could be going from your
I don't want
ass
snake
into
dicks.
Blanche's eyes.
No, what's the
Okay.
tattoo are you getting? What
I'm just
tattoo?
we're just spitballing.
What is he getting?
I don't know. What should I get? Oh yeah, my eyebrows. I need
Oh,
real
you
eyebrows.
do need to get
oh, you
eyebrow
need
bladed.
eyebrows.
Would you do it?
I would do it. Yeah, why not?
Let's do it. I
All
can
right,
look
let's
it
do
up.
it. You get a Blanche tattoo with two dicks.
Okay, then you
And
get
I'll
two
get-
dicks
and I'll-
on your forehead. But that's not an eyebrow style ever.
Yeah.
Shape it like a dick.
There's a girl who's really putting it out there. Is she surprised or did her eye dicks get hard? Why did her eye dicks get
Yeah,
so
whenever
hard?
she walks by a hot guy, she's like, whoa. Boy, I wish boners made that sound.
Eye boners.
That'd be so funny if whenever a boy got a boner, it would just go boy.
No! Yeah, mine fills with blood pretty slowly, so it'd be more like boy, yoy, yoy, yo. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Can you? Oh my god. Mine fills with blood slowly. Oh my god.
Gross.
Alright.
Oh well, we'll wrap it up.
Bye,
Thanks for being on your own podcast, Kathleen.
Thanks for having me on your podcast.
Okay, bye everybody. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.